Hello everyone, this is Richard, and this is episode 9 of my Minecraft Lord of the Rings Let's Play. And basically, last episode we came to Chetwood, and I got a fair amount of mining done in this ravine. And so I think in this episode we're going to head off to Midgewater Marshes, because our goal was to try and get to the lowlands, but I wanted to kind of pass through the Midgewater Marshes before that and see if we could find maybe some goblins or something there to fight. And just kind of see a new biome, because I'm kind of interested in seeing what it looks like and how they depicted it in this mod. So, I think we're gonna just get all our stuff, which isn't much. Actually, I think we just need to grab his furnace, which I probably actually have another furnace in my inventory already. And if that's the case, then I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, no, I do not. So, I guess we'll just free up a slot and put that bucket there. And we can always make another crafting table, so I'm not really going to get it because it's going to take up too much space, and we have so little space in our inventory anyway. But I need to head out of here and get our horse. Hopefully he hasn't gotten it away. And it's raining. That's interesting. Also, I'm still using Open Broadcaster, and so far it's still been pretty good. So I'm pretty happy about that. I guess we'll just drop this gravel. We don't really need it. And let's make sure we're heading in the right direction. So, on here, the X goes up, and the Z stays the same. And the X is going up, and the Z is staying the same. So we're heading in the right direction. And it's actually pretty hard to ride on horse or pony around here because there's so many trees and so many different obstacles to have to evade. So this is good though that I'm using Open Broadcaster, because with Bandicam all this rain would have probably caused a lot of lag in the video again, which was getting to be a really serious problem. So don't know how much of more of this there is. Doesn't look very different. That's the reason why I cut out the last time going to Chetwood, because it was just so boring. Well, that and the footage was lost. Probably even had the footage not been lost, I probably would have cut it out. So I don't know, I might just skip forward here. Ooh, actually that's interesting, there's some berries here. Just want to check this out real quick. Bare raspberry bush. Okay, so how do we get them off? Oh, you right click to grab them. Well, I kind of need that gold back, so we're going to drop the bush. And we can't drop string. We've got so much we can't drop. With silver nuggets, I could make into coins, I think, but spruce sapling, I guess we can get rid of. I needed those to grow in a spruce tree, though. So I don't know. I guess we can always make another fence. That's what I'll get rid of. And I think actually if you just right click, yeah, you can harvest them off of it. So we'll just harvest all these. So we can probably eat them. And I'm always having a food problem in this world. So this direction. But basically I'm probably just going to stop recording, and I'll start recording once we get to the Midgewater Marshes and I have something more interesting to show. Alright, so I'm back and we are in the Midgewater Marshes. Behind us is just the Eriador region. And basically I just wanted to go over this area like a little bit real quick. And yeah, so there's this stuff, this dark brown stuff is called quagmire. Basically you can actually sink into it. I read about that on the wiki. And so yeah, we have to be really careful of that. And I'm actually thinking about not going through the Midgewater Marshes because I realize there's no orcs in here at all. There's like nothing to fight, it seems. And it's going to be an incredible likely risk that we're going to get killed by the quagmire. And so it's probably not really worth it going through it, considering the Midgewater Marshes is like 3,000 blocks, according to the map. So I'm thinking then, well, I'll just go through it to show you guys what it's like, and then just a little bit of it, and then we're probably going to head back, because I don't want to get killed by quagmire, because it's really easy. Now in water, apparently you can get out of it, because you want to float to the top, and so if you hold jump, like as soon as you get stuck in it, and as you hold the space bar for a long time, you'll eventually pull yourself out of it, but you can't get out of it on land. At least not unless you break it. I think you can like maybe break it first, and then you would be able to get out of it. What was that on the ground? I thought I saw... Oh, it's just a mushroom, okay. I don't know, I thought it was something else for a second. But there's also these annoying flies in it that make this loud noise. You can actually punch them to death, but they're still so loud and annoying. Also, it's buried, a lot of the quagmire is buried in the water, so I have to be really careful of that if I'm crossing through like a lake. Although it's easier to get out of it in the water than it is to get out of it on land. But on land, I'd be expecting it. In the water, I might not see it. Like, let's see, is there any in that? I don't believe so. So there's not a ton in the Midgewater Marshes, but there is a fair amount. So you have to be careful. But yeah, this is basically the Midgewater Marshes. It doesn't look like it changes at all. It's just the same aesthetic thing the whole way. So, which is why I'm not really that interested in going any further, especially considering how dangerous and likely it is that in 3,000 blocks, somewhere along the way, I'm going to miss the quagmire and accidentally walk into it like that. So I think we're actually going to head back, and we'll head to the Lowlands through the shorter way anyway. Just was curious and wanted to see what this looked like. So let's try and head back without getting stuck in any quagmire. And let's see. I think it's back that way. But also, see, I haven't found any orcs or any enemies in this whole area. Now, there were a fair amount back in the Bree-Land area before who were fighting with the rangers. I want to be careful of that because there might be some in the water that I don't see. And also, I think it's pretty cool, these, like, fallen logs and stuff they did. Like, whoever made this area did a fairly good job coming up with all the, like, little generated structures and stuff for it. But yeah, I'm going to head back, and we'll head to the Lowlands the normal way. And I think then that's, after we get back to Bree-Land, I'll cut again, and then I'll start recording when we're in the Lowlands. Maybe we'll set up a base there, and then I'll end this episode. So, I feel kind of lost now. I sure hope it's back that way. Okay, there's no quagmire, so we're safe. Also, since the pony floats... Oh no, that was really close. Since the pony floats on the water, when it's like 1 block high, or when it's 2 blocks deep and the quagmire is like 2 blocks under it, then you're actually safe on the pony. Okay, so here is... Bree-Land. This is actually like a variant forest of Bree-Land. So yeah, see, like here it's 2 blocks under. So since the pony floats, we're fine to go over it. And this is safe, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we're gonna go up in this way. Real challenge is trying to find a way out of here. A way back up there. So I'm gonna try and see if I can do this. Head up here. And let's take a look at the map. Okay, wow, I have to go a long way around this, so I guess I'll cut and I'll be back. Alright, so it looks like those are the Lowlands, and we'll probably get the achievement when you go in here. Okay, yeah, so I got the achievement. This is actually the Midgewater Marshes, because if you can tell from the map, or as you can tell from the map, it's actually kind of in both. So we're going to still try and avoid the Midgewater Marshes here, because it's still pretty dangerous. It's interesting that despite there being no orcs in here, it's actually far more dangerous than Bree-Land. And I fought an awful lot of orcs on the way now. I think my reputation with all the good factions is quite high. I think I had to kill like 20 orcs that attacked me on the whole way here. And this actually doesn't look that much different so far. I mean, they have a different colored grass, which looks pretty cool. But I haven't seen any enemies in here. I assume there are going to be. And I haven't seen any buildings, like any ruined buildings or structures. Oh, this is cool. These like stone boulders, I guess they're supposed to be. Maybe we could actually make a house, probably one of those, like hollow it out. Make a base in there. Okay, so there are rangers, at least in the Lowlands. And I'm actually I should go join the path here. In fact, maybe I'll just go search for it, because it'll be easier to follow the path now than it would be just to follow kind of this random spot. There's actually some trees down there too. Can't see the path. I know it's got to be pretty close by though, because on the map it doesn't look that far. Okay, so I am getting a little bit of lag now. I think it's probably because it's rendering all the trees. You guys probably saw that. The good thing about using Open Broadcaster is at least I'm not getting, or the video doesn't have any more lag than it has for me, which usually I don't have much lag in the actual game. So now we need to try and find the path, which has got to be pretty close somewhere over here. Wow, actually it's farther than I thought. We're only about halfway from where we came. We went a fairly far distance. So I forget what comes after the Lone Lands. I think it's the Troll Shaws. And then I guess where Rivendell would be, which would be in the Troll Shaws. So let's see, how much of the Lone Lands do we have to get through? Okay, and this is Lone Land Pools versus regular Lone Lands. Wow, there's a lot of the Lone Lands. Yeah, that's the... Oh, we can actually teleport to that point. Yeah, that's the last bridge, that's what I was thinking. And then you get into the Troll Shaws. And then it's still Lone Lands all the way up to the Misty Mountains foothills, and then the Misty Mountains themselves. And then Vales of Anduin. And then Mirkwood Corrupted. And then there's actual real green Mirkwood, where I guess the actual elves would be, and this is like the evil Mirkwood, where all the orcs and the goblins are. But yeah, we got a long way to go. So yeah, let's continue trying to at least get to the path. Oh, cow. I'm probably gonna need that for food. And I'll get this guy too. So let's try and clear up some inventory space, which is always my biggest problem. Okay, I can't take the carrot out because you're gonna need that to plant eventually. There is really no point for lapis lazuli in this or in this mod because it's the old version of Minecraft. Okay, now we can hold the raw beef. There should be like 2 there, I think. Yeah, or 3 there were actually. So that was a very fat cow. He had 3. I didn't know they could have that. I thought it was only 2. It was the max 1 to 2. I thought it was actually 0 to 2, so it must be 0 to 3. They can drop. So the path has got to be here soon. I mean, we got to be near it soon. Unless I missed it. Let's zoom in. Wow, we're still fairly far away from it then. Must be over that hill at minimum. But yeah, I haven't seen any orcs yet, but usually it seems orcs spawn in at night, mostly. Now, I have seen orcs attack me during the day, but I think they mostly spawn in at night. So, there should always be more orcs at night than there are during the day. Okay, here's the path. And there's another tower we could loot. So we could actually build another base in a tower and loot it. Oh, there's a bridge, too. That's pretty cool. Or is that a bridge? Oh, no, it's just a whole ruined home. There's a chest here. Let's see if it's got anything. So we got some silver ingots. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever gotten any silver ingots before. Bronze, that's not that great. Orc bones. We can turn the orc bones into bone meal, I know. So let me make sure the horse doesn't wander too far off. Or the pony. And I'm going to use the inventory there to make it into bone meal. I think we have some place we've been storing bone meal. Yeah, there it is. And then I'll grab that as well. And this is mining an ore, which is filled with pipeweed. Guess I haven't really been using them what they're properly labeled for. We don't need seeds anymore, because seeds are so easy to get from tall grass. And I think there was one other thing in it. Yeah, it's just bronze ingots, and we don't really need those at the moment. So I'm just going to ignore that. I mean, we could build our shelter in there for the night. I'm actually kind of curious if this is hollow. What on earth? It's an org? Okay, so there are enemies here, apparently. I have no idea how you just snuck up on me like that. Yeah, I guess I'll just use this cobblestone that we get to finish building the house. Oh, and that's a ward bone, okay. So yeah, because this isn't hollow, it would be really hard to build a base in here because we have to hollow the whole thing out, and then the pony probably wouldn't be able to get inside. The ranger's looking at me like I'm crazy. It's like, what are you doing out here at night? You're gonna get killed. And I probably am. So let's grab some cobblestone, and then we will finish up. We'll use that little house that we went as our temporary base and shelter. And then we'll probably end off the video here. So let me just fill in the gaps in the wall. All we need to do is at least fill them like this so that they can't get through. And wow, I am misplacing constantly. That is bad. Okay. I don't think they can get through that. And they can't get through that. Oh no. That means there's going to be lots of orc archers who could shoot through this. So we need to finish filling this in quick. Can't see where they launched it from. Must be pretty close, because I hear the horn. And you have to be pretty close if you hear the horn. Ah, shoot. Wow. That was pretty good accuracy on this part. Oh, that was my last arrow. Oh, the wargs can climb. Shoot. Wow, that is a pretty strong warg. Okay, it looks like the rangers are fighting some of it off. I'd like to help them, but I'm pretty weak right now, so I can't. Let's at least start cooking this so I have something to eat. Oh gosh, I don't think the rangers are winning. That guy's climbing over and using the rock to shoot at me. I may actually die here, this is not good. I should probably set this as a custom waypoint, but if I look away I can probably get shot. Okay, let's fill in all these holes. Okay, they must be still pursuing the rangers. What on earth? Through there. Yeah, the rangers are putting up a pretty tough fight, clearly. Now, where's the steak there? Let's eat this. Help those rangers. I'll skewer you like a piece of meat. No, you won't. He doesn't even have a bow. Yeah, he's melee. Okay, the ranger's over there. Oh wow, it was launched literally right by me. I want to wait for us to heal up a little bit more. Oh gosh. Guess I don't even have to leave to fight. Have any arrows? Oh no, that guy's don't think he has a bow. This isn't good. I think those banners mean they're mounted. Either that or they're leading the division. That was pretty good, he got me with that arrow. And now we have an archer shooting down to this. There's a lot of fighting going on. I think the rangers may push them back. Oh, maybe not. Oh, gosh, those crossbowmen, I didn't see them in the fire. That guy's an archer too, I think. They're all like yelling and chatting at each other. I think this is pretty cool, but it's a shame I'm stuck in the middle of it. Oh, there's a crossbowman too. Oh my gosh. Let's drop this cobble. Try and pick up those arrows. Oh, he has a bow, doesn't he? Well, that wasn't the guy with the bow. Oh god. Bad idea. Like, I should not have done this. How am I even gonna get back in the shelter? And there's a war gallery up. And more guys just spawned in. Whew, this was a bad idea. Oh gosh. I'm not even gonna be able to sprint for much longer. There's a pretty big battle going on in the distance over there. Can he see me? Okay, you know what? Oh, this is not good. Shoot. Hit the dirt. Okay. Now, as long as an orc doesn't... I don't think they can spawn inside where you are. I've got a lot of arrows in me. For some reason, I'm the Steve skin right now. I don't know why. Maybe the Mojang skin servers are down. So, let's see. Do we have any torches? Of course not. Do I have... Well, I guess I can just make some with this spruce wood. This is going on a lot longer than I thought. And it's a good thing we made a shelter, though. Even if I had to abandon it. Because I had no idea there was an invasion that was going to happen. Okay, let's drop that. I guess I'm going to have to eat my last steak to heal up. Or actually, I can eat those raspberries. And then I won't have to waste the steaks. And let's see. I'm gonna pick up some of the stuff on the ground. I can drop that leather. Yeah, I wanted the coal back mainly. And actually place a torch here just in case they can spawn in. So we're healing up. This is good. And I don't hear any more fighting anymore, so the fighting here must have ended, and probably the orcs can't find us. So this, I thought this was going to be a pretty short episode since I had so many cuts, but now because of all this, it's probably pretty long. So that was probably like 10 minutes or so. But I'm pretty happy that I seem to have survived that. I don't know when exactly invasions end. I think you may have to kill the person leading the invasion. And I don't know how I'd know that. Okay, let's just wait for us to get this one last heart. Hopefully there's not an orc just camping here waiting. Okay, that looks clear. Looks like the Rangers won the battle over there. Now, is there any arrows I could loot from the fight? Because that's what I really need. Because I think the invasion may still be going on back where I came from, and to go retake our base, we're gonna need some arrows. Let's just eat some more raspberries and try not to sprint so much. There's some coins and bones, but I don't really care about that. I have plenty of coins. These arrows are what I really want. Because they're pretty rare, and I haven't found a way to get flint. I guess I could mine gravel and get flint. Okay, so there's our base in the distance. This ranger isn't in combat, so maybe the invasion stopped. There's a boar there. There's something shooting up. Yeah, it's still going on. But I don't think there are many left. Looks like the rangers are just finishing the few that are left off. There must have been a rabbit that got caught in the middle and got killed, because I see... Yeah, I see some meat from a rabbit. Which looks suspiciously like the one in 1.8, making me think that 1.8 Minecraft stole that from this mod. Okay, it looks like the invasion was actually pushed back. I'll go see if I can help these rangers who are fighting off the last few orcs. Yeah, it looks like they won. Oh well, I'm still gonna go loot all these arrows, because we're still gonna need them sooner or later. Probably in the next battle. So I think the Lowlands, as you get deeper in Middle Earth, invasions become more common, and you're probably less safe. Let me finish this guy off. I'm much better at fighting than skeletons. It's ridiculous. Like, now I realize how poor shots skeletons are at fighting compared to these guys. That's a ranger cloaked, yeah. Someone's still fighting. I'll go help him. He's got a crossbow, dang. He's me. Until it was too late. So what are these? Strawberries? No, cranberries. Yeah, they didn't really look like... So I'm just gonna eat the rest of these raspberries now, and then I'm gonna pick up these strawberries. Okay, yeah. We'll pick up these cranberries, because we're gonna need some other things to heal up when we just like are missing one hunger. So I guess we'll head back to the base, and then I'll end this episode off there. Oh, that's crossbow bolts. Darn it, I can't use those. But yeah, I'll head back to the base and we'll end the episode. It's been a pretty interesting invasion. I really thought I was dead. I really thought I was going to die for the first time in the series for a second there. Although we've got plenty of arrows now, which is nice. Well, 7 isn't exactly plenty, but we do have at least some more than we did before. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. This has been episode 9 of my Lord of the Rings Let's Play. Richard out.